Hello everyone, welcome to Golden 8 Minutes online course. And today we'd like to talk about the lunar surface and lunar photography. And I'm Exodus from Hong Kong. You could also call me Astroman because I've online channel sharing about knowledge and the latest discovery about astronomy, popular science, and night sky protection. Okay, let's begin. And first of all, I know that lunar surface, and there are many unique phenomena from the astronomy lover, amateur astronomer. And you can see this is the NASA International Space Station transits on the full moon. It's a really special and unique precious moment that the transits only last for less than 1 second. And we could use some stimulation, some software to estimate the time for transits. Alright, let's talk about the lunar surface. You can see there are different lunar craters, and mostly we could use some large-scale telescope to capture the features on lunar surface. Alright, this year is the Apollo 15 anniversary. We can also call it the Moon Landing 50, preparing for man landing on the Mars in 2030. It is really difficult to launch on Mars because of the gravity, atmospheric contents, and also we need more infrastructure, facilities to support the launch, turning back to Earth, coming back to Earth. Therefore, we need more technology stuff to support the transit to the Mars. And let's talk about the first launch is the Apollo 11, the first step on the moon surface, and it starts the human journey on the moon history. This is all the different symbols of Apollo mission. You could say the last mission is 40 years ago because of the military ways of Soviet Union and the United States. It's really competitive. Space ways motivate the technology growth on the future, aerospace and astronautics developments. You can see from this moon map, we can see different location of Apollo mission. We could use some stimulation for that. Let's talk about Apollo 15. This is the first time using the lunar rover, a vehicle that we could travel a longer distance to different parts of moon for some research on extracting the moon rock, for some research whether there would be the existence of liquid on moon surface. Really precious moment to have a meeting with Apollo 15 astronauts in California to know more about Alfred Walden, the Apollo 15 astronauts, also the commander of conducting all this research and supporting Apollo 15. Yeah, we can also use some telescope to take a picture of the place where the Apollo 15 launched, the landing sites. Even though we couldn't see much details, but we can see the geological features. We can also use the Google Moon or the Google Earth Moon version for the stimulation of where the landing site will be, and we can see the features of the lunar craters. And let's talk about the extraction of moon rock. We can see their photography here, and the spaceship is really adaptable to extreme weather with large differences in temperatures in daytime and nighttime, and there's special vacuum extraction of the moon rock. This is a sample in California from Apollo 15. Estimated this is 3.3 billion years ago, and mostly scientists will use the moon rock as the determinant of whether unique elements involved for estimated whether there is possibility with liquid, and we could see the evolution of the moon formation and the look back time of whether the human history and the universe history. Mostly we could see some moon rock here, but mostly would be the meteorite collected on Earth but not fully extracted from moon because it's illegal, and some spectrum is locked in the past from NASA and was sold on the markets. Yeah, and let's talk about the lunar crater. You can see different layers nearby, and this is the elements of formation. You can see there are different types of moon craters, and you can see smaller one would be formed newer. And what about the formation of the moon rock? Is a really funny one. You can see a geological feature. Some scientists are trying to figure out whether there's any unique civilization on Moon. And after the simulation, we could see there are always some new form crater observed by the telescope from amateur astronomer or observatory. And this impact would be interesting. But however, new form would not be naming by the discoverer, but mostly you could see there's some asteroid named by the discoverer, but it's not approved by IAU or some international space agencies. Lunar mare, you can see that's the back one. You can see some features there, and we can use the telescope to take picture for that. And there's some basin. You can determine some layer for that. Some air gravity. Yeah, there's some pictures showing you the reason why we can only see only the one face of the lunar moon with the same rotation. And also, you may be curious about how we could obtain data or some features from the back of moon. Mostly we would use some kind of satellite or some lunar mission. We would get a flight to the back of moon, and there will be a transit of signals, images back to the Earth. And if you are curious about, I would like to have an observation of moon, and whether there's any recommended application for that, you can download this app. There will be some details of the lunar craters, name, and some lunar landing sites. And if you have a software computer, you can have a connection with them, and you could get more details for the features and whether it's interesting or you like it. And that's it for today online course. If you like more, and feel free to like our page. If you have any inquiry, feel free to ask me or inbox me. Thank you very much, and hope to share more about astronomy with you. Thank you.